Hello, hello. This is Kim Wade. If you are new to this channel, welcome, welcome. I hope this work is as deep of a benefit for you as it has been for me. And if you are returning, welcome back, welcome back. If you are getting benefit from these pondering videos, hit the like button. That way I know what you're liking to see and I can give you more of that. And if you're really benefiting from this work, please share it with your friends. One of the most wonderful things about being in relations with other people is we get these antennas to things to be exposed to that we wouldn't find on our own. So it's a true gift to share nice restaurants or good movies or pondering videos that serve you. So it's a gift to other people to share. So if you're finding great benefit, please do that. And as always, you could subscribe to the channel and get notified as soon as these videos come out. Now, I am doing this video predominantly for my inner circle group because we are working on that this week all the way into this following month. This is our healthy habit, but it's such an important ponder that I wanted to put it out there for everybody, for us all to really ponder it. And if you really love it and you really want to learn more about it, watch for my Yoga for Inner Work series. It's going to come out online. It'll be posted on my website if you're in the future, and you can get it anytime you want to. But I really want us to remember what the yoga path truly is. It's about knowing ourselves, truly knowing ourselves, that we are one, that we are connected, and that we can walk a life of peace and joy, at least some of the time, if not more of the time than we used to when we were chaotic and stressed. Okay, so that's coming up. But let's talk about today's ponder. So let's act as if you walk into a room and you just immediately feel peaceful. Just immediately feel peaceful and calm and relaxed. And you could just totally lie down and feel you were at home. Have you ever had that experience? And then, opposite, have you ever walked into a room and just felt like you needed the rubber gloves, which was like you needed a face mask. It just was so grubby and you just felt cranky and dirty, like you wanted to take a shower. Have you ever had that experience? So that's what we're talking about in today's ponder, is that our outside environment truly affects our inside environment, right? Our inside environment is coming out of what's happening around us. So in the Chinese practice of feng shui, that's what we talk about here in the inner circle. We're talking about decluttering. We're talking about decluttering because the outside environment really does affect us. So for example, let's say that your bedroom is really chaotic and dirty and messy. You've got things under the bed. You've got, dust everywhere and nightstands, with all kinds of like used tissues and bunches of books and just lots of heavy stuff. Well, does that affect your relationship? How is your marriage or your partnership, your spouse? How do you feel about that person? Right? Or if your kitchen is really grubby and you've got dishes that are in the sink, and your fridge is a mess, and you don't have organization, and do you want to cook? How do you eat? So my ponder for you today is to look at the relationships in your life, whether it's with work or your kids or your spouse or your health and fitness or your spiritual goals or whatever it is. See how that is, and then look at the environment. Are they the same? Right? Or look at your environment, look at your messy living room and your area where you watch TV and it just feels like really heavy and yada yada. And do you feel like your family is sort of disconnected? You're just sort of passing in the night, right? Your desk is really cluttered and your office is a mess and you've got stacks and things. You don't know where the pens are. They don't work, or the stapler, you don't know where, and you don't really want to be productive in there. So you constantly find yourself going to a coffee shop. Right? So look and see the pondering between your physical world and your relationships that show up in that way. That is the ponder. So if you're in a hurry, you can go ahead and head off because that's the ponder for today. But the inner circle, we're working deeper here. Now, depending upon what level you're on in your self-reflection and in the way you build healthy habits in your life, maybe it is that for you. Maybe you are looking at the clutter in your basement, in your attic, in your bedroom, in your closets. Okay. Some of us are working a little bit deeper in the decluttering of the different levels of awareness. And this is what I'm going to talk about in my inner work series coming up in about another week. Okay. There are 5 levels of consciousness or awareness in the yoga philosophy. We have 5 different levels of awareness, and it's sort of described as like layers of an onion, right? So we have our physical space, our physical body. But then we have our breathing body, our electrical body, our wiring system. And then we have our intellect, our knowledge, our thoughts, our perceptions, our emotions. And then we have what's called the inner wisdom, the inner instinct, that inner gut knowledge, that higher mind, we could say. And then we have what's known as the bliss body, the ananda. And it's these sages and saints that live from that sense, that pure joy most of the time. But some of us can get glimpses of it. And as we practice this path, we get more and more, longer and longer glimpses of what it means to walk with this self of joy and peace, which in yoga is our divine and most innate nature. Okay, so if you're not like, I am not joyful, then that part of you is a little bit cluttered, right? So these practices in yoga and in the inner circle, this is what we're going to be focusing on, is decluttering these different levels of our consciousness so that we can become more into the idea that we can walk with this oneness, this full joy. Okay, so that's what we're talking about, decluttering. Does the outside affect the inside? Yes, it does. You know, you could look and review that for yourself and see if that's true for you. Does the inside mirror what's happening outside? Yes, it does. If you're really sad and you feel disconnected from your spouse, go looking in the bedroom, right? Go look and see how your environment is. Or if you're single and you're looking for a partner, do you have all these solo pictures of just one thing here and one thing here, and you're not opening up to having a partner come in? 2 nightstands, 2 lamps, 2 things coming in, if that's what you're looking at. So our environment affects us. So that's what we're talking about. Okay. I hope this pondering is of help to you. If you want any questions answered, please put the notes in the comments below. And as always, I love to hear from you. I love to bring you whatever it is that you have questions about, because I want to walk the path of service, which is the path of yoga, as I'm sure you do too. All right. Deep bows. Thank you so much for watching. May this work be of deep benefit. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I mean it. All right. Namaste.